Okay, it's Rob and Lizz. I have a question for Alexa straight up. Alexa, how many days to Christmas?
Christmas will start in 11 days, on Friday, December 25th, 2020.
Coming up quick.
I am getting so excited. I've been excited since September, but yeah.
Now listen, this would be the day to check out His Radio TV. I'll tell you why. Everybody looks festive today because there is, at His Radio, around, the lunch hour, everybody at the studio has a ugly Christmas sweater, I guess, party competition kind of thing.
Yeah, there's going to be definite competition happening in the 11 o'clock hours today.
So when you see Liz, either live or on demand with His Radio TV, you'll see that she looks like a Whoville character. Betty Lou.
Yeah, possibly Betty Lou. That was the closest I could get to it. But yes, definitely have the hair and the glitter on the nose.
You have TJ, one of our video producers. TJ has a dinosaur on a T-Rex who's giving Rudolph a nice friendly ride.
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. You'll see what we mean when you take a look later on His Radio TV. And Ian has tacos on his ugly sweater. You get hungry.
Wrapped up with a nice big bow.
You get hungry just looking at it. Apple TV, Roku, My His Radio app as well. You can watch it right there at hisradio.com. Right now, Doug has.
See Rob too.
Yeah. I have, what do you call this? A beret?
A beret.
And facial hair.
Extra facial hair.
Since I'm virtual, since my emergency surgery back in November, I'm using one of the studio filters just for now.
His Morning Crew.
We opened up the open mic on the My His Radio app, and we were thinking about this thought today. Since 2020 has been so weird, what do you vow to do this Christmas? It's on the My His Radio app and the open mic. I'll start. I want to be present this year for Christmas. I had this emergency surgery back at the beginning of November. And let me tell you, Thanksgiving was rough for me and I felt like I wasn't present. So if I have to go through that kind of stuff on Christmas Day, I just want to push through it and just be very present instead of think about other things, you know?
Yeah. I want to vow to not be so stressed out because I have a particular way that I want things to happen. And sometimes it can not only stress me out, but everybody around me. And I don't want to do that this year.
Plans things out a certain way. I've learned that about Liz. Okay, so here's the open mic and what people are saying on the open mic on the My His Radio app and what they vow to do this Christmas in 2020.
This is Sarah. I vow to spend time with my family this Christmas.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I vow to buy 2 new train engines for the outside trains this year.
Hey, this is Michelle, and I vow to not overspend on my kids this Christmas.
Well, there you go, Michelle. I like that.
That's a good one right there.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
Just fired up the My His Radio app and the open mic. And here's the thought we have in mind with the open mic this morning. Since 2020 has been so weird, what do you vow to do? It's Rob and Liz, His Morning Crew on His Radio.
And I love that we're talking about this because I think when you speak it, you're more apt to, and you tell other people about it, you're more apt to do it. So if we vow, for me, not to stress out during the holiday.
Good luck.
I think, yeah, I know. I'm going to try. Thanks, though, for the vote of confidence.
You got it right there for you, girl. Okay, off to the open mic on the My His Radio app. Here are some people that say this is what they vow to do this Christmas in 2020.
Hey, this is Amanda, and I vow to keep Christ as the center this Christmas.
Hey, this is Kathy. This Christmas, I vow not to watch Christmas Story for the 100th time.
Hi, I vow for this Christmas to try and take it as easy and be as relaxed as possible to enjoy my days off. Merry Christmas.
Oh, man, I hope you do that because it's so tough.
It's huge.
Oh, that's so tough. And the vow not to watch the Christmas Story for the 100th time.
I've already watched Home Alone like 5 times, I think, this season.
Already? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. I've only seen it once. I think we saw the New York one. No, we saw the first one. We've got to see the New York one now.
The New York one is so good.
I love those. They're so great. Okay, what about you? What do you vow to do this Christmas? Go ahead and check into the My His Radio app and use the open mic.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
I'm sure this has happened to you. You know, when you have glitter on and all of a sudden it's on your hands and it gets all over your clothes and it stays with you for like a week and a half. That glitter. I think that's going to happen to Liz because she glittered herself all up as she has this ugly sweater thing going on today. It's Rob and Liz, His Morning Crew at His Radio.
Yeah. Yeah, we have this ugly Christmas sweater party thing going on today, and so I had to break out the glitter. But you know what? If it stays on me for the rest of my life, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Your blush always has like glitter in it sometimes, too.
A little bit, yeah.
So we fired up the open mic this morning on his radio, and we're wondering, what do you vow to do this Christmas? Because 2020 has been so weird. We're also getting some texts at 800-447-7234.
Yeah, Frida said, you know what, we lost our mom 21 years ago on Christmas Eve, and I vow to remember the good times with her this year and really just hold on to that joy.
Good for you, Frida. Oh, we're so sorry for your loss. It looks like she's left such a legacy behind. I know she's proud of you. So here's the open mic from the My His Radio app. People like you saying what they vow to do this Christmas.
This is Diana, and for this Christmas, I vow to stress less on buying gifts and focus more on the gift of Jesus Christ and the gift of my wonderful family and friends.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I vow to keep Christ in everything that I do this Christmas.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Merry Christmas. It's Rob and Liz, his radio, taking a look at these cookies online at the virtual cookie swap. It's like a huge recipe book. It's really cool. So there's Irish potato. I'm thinking, that's a cookie? Irish potato?
It's almost like a candy, but yeah, it's kind of a cross between a cookie and a candy.
You got the white chocolate candy cane cookies, the country oatmeal cookies that's up here. Yummy Bites. They're more like a pretzel, it looks like, these Yummy Bites. But these are just a few of the many cookie recipes that's been submitted that you can go and get yourself if you'd like, and even make these or submit your own with a virtual cookie swap with his radio.
Yeah. We went over the weekend and made some of these cookies because you can search. Even if you don't have a recipe to submit, you can go on and search the cookies. So here's how you do it. To submit or to search, just text cookie to 800-447-7234. Log on hisradio.com. You got that My His Radio app open. Just look for virtual cookie swap.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
I'm going to tell you about Debbie's family. They are from Michigan, but about 3 years ago, they decided, you know what, we're going to go to the big city. We're going to go to Chicago, and they took their black lab. Her name is Lola, along with them. But while they were on this trip, and Lola looks to me like she is up there in years a little bit, she got away. They went back after a couple weeks. They kept going, trying to find Lola. 3 years go by, and somebody spots a black lab kind of out in the forest because they had put up lost dog, and gone on social media trying to find her. But somebody saw her in the forest and took her to the local Humane Society. And when they got her to the Humane Society, Lola had a microchip and they tracked down her family. So they got the call and they all reunited just this past week.
That is so great. And how many years? 3 years, did you say?
3 years she was gone, just living in the forest. I can't imagine what Lola was going through.
I know. My. I'm so glad they're reunited. I can only imagine what that family felt like when all of a sudden they thought, we'll never see her again. And there she is, like best Christmas ever.
Yeah, Debbie was the mom, just crying. She said, when I got the phone call, just tears started streaming. So you can imagine how relieved they were.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I don't know if you have an Amazon wish list. I have one. I even have a Guitar Center wish list where I have published some guitars that I would like in the near future. Just a wish. Got to get it on the budget if I'm ever going to buy one, but it's just a wish. I even put one on Facebook thinking, maybe Santa will see this. I don't know. So Christine knows what wish lists are all about when it comes to Amazon, and she wants to do something unique with Amazon wish lists. So her mom, Christine's mom, is a healthcare worker working right side by side with COVID-19 patients. And then earlier this year, Christine, her husband, and her kid got COVID-19.
Oh, man.
And then they thought, man, the way the healthcare workers are even working with us is just amazing. So 3 weeks after all of that, she develops this Facebook group, and it's called Adopt a Nurse/Healthcare Worker. And she's thinking, okay, let's just publish their wish lists, and then you adopt one of the healthcare workers, and then help them out for Christmas because they're sacrificing so much. So since she did that, 11,000 people are now members of this, and they fulfilled so far for healthcare workers 1,000 and counting around the world. It's just not happening in the United States, but this is around the world, so it's become a phenomenon, all because one lady wanted to help out all these healthcare workers and do something for them this Christmas.
And it's so incredible. My daughter is a nurse. I'm almost positive she was adopted. I'm almost positive that she got like a coffee mug or something like that. Maybe a gift card inside of it. Maybe a month or so ago.
Really?
So
That's great.
This could be a direct result of what Christine's done.
His morning crew.
How old were your kids when iCarly was on in its day? Let's see, that was 13 years ago when it started. So Amanda was 13. Spencer was 6. Wow. It's Rob and Lizz, his morning crew on his radio. So it looks like there's a comeback for iCarly.
Yeah, iCarly says they are coming back with a reboot of the show. So Miranda Cosgrove, who played, obviously, iCarly, Jerry Traynor, who played Spencer, and Nathan Kress, who played Freddie, they are all coming back to the show. They were some of the main characters. However, Gibby and Sam have not signed on yet. I just don't know if you can do that show without those two characters.
Okay, I've seen it. I vaguely remember it.
Well, iCarly and Sam, or Carly and Sam, were like the best friends. The girls, the best friends. Gibby was your comic relief. Freddie was the guy. I don't know if there was a crush thing happening. I don't know.
Was he the
Spencer,
computer geek?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. And then Spencer was like the older brother of Carly, who took care of her.
So we're talking 13 years later now.
I know.
So they're going to be mid-20s-ish.
I wonder if they'll bring in like younger characters where Carly now is taking care of a younger sibling or a cousin or something. Usually they try to stay in that same, vein.
Mm-hmm. Nickelodeon? Because that's what it was on, right?
Yes.
His morning crew.
When was the last time that you were at a museum with your kids? It's Rob and Lizz, his morning crew on his radio. Hey, when was the last time you were at an underwater museum? Probably never. Yeah, right? There's one in Greece, as a matter of fact, that they're getting ready to unveil.
This thing is wild. So you are going to, hopefully you know how to dive. If not, you might want to get that certification, but you're going to dive 80 feet and you're going to see this shipwreck that they say happened 2,400 years ago or something. It's called Peristera. Did I say that right?
Yeah, and the cargo that they were carrying was black glazed clay tableware. Still intact, it looks like. So they're pretty optimistic because of COVID-19 and all this stuff. It looks like by June next year that this thing will be open. So if you plan a trip to Greece, you can go scuba diving into a museum.
I've always wanted to go to Greece. I don't know if I want to go scuba diving. Have you ever done that?
I have, yeah.
Do you like it?
I love it. It's so much fun.
Claustrophobic? It feels like it would be claustrophobic to me,
no,
but I don't know.
You just got to learn how to breathe, and you have to learn how to breathe at different levels. That's why you have to go through training and classes for it to be certified to actually scuba dive, because you just don't stick on the tank and put the oxygen in you and then go. You know, there's certain things you have to do, even how you come up and raise out of the water. You know, the bubbles that come alongside you that go out when you're, oh, that sounds like Darth Vader. I'm sorry.
Darth Vader a little bit.
But you don't go any faster than the bubbles going up. I mean, there's a whole thing to it, and I wish I could tell you all the scientific stuff that they teach you when you get certified to scuba dive, but all that to say, yeah, I have.
Yeah, and it sounds like a great trip to Greece and first underwater museum. Let's book it.
Mornings with Rob and Lizz.
Here's a thought. What actor or actress do you think will come and save the day in real life for somebody, literally save their life? Would it be Chris Hainsworth or Harrison Ford or Bruce Willis? Wait till you hear this one. It's Rob and Lizz, his morning crew on his radio.
And this woman evidently can do anything. Dolly Parton saved a little girl's life.
What, Dolly Parton? Isn't that crazy? I don't think, who do I want to save my life? Dolly Parton come and get you out of the way of a moving vehicle or something.
No, she might fix your hair, but save your life, I'm not so sure. She was on the set of her brand new movie, which is called Christmas on the Square. And one of the little actresses, her name is Talia Hill. She's 9 years old. She was out getting some hot chocolate from like a little hot chocolate stand or whatever. And a car was coming through. A vehicle was moving. Talia said she was walking. She was about to get hit by the car. And Dolly just reached out and grabbed her and pulled her back out of the way of the vehicle. And she turned around and saw it was Dolly. And she said, Dolly Parton, you just saved my life. And I love what Dolly said. yes, ma'am, I did. She's like, she wasn't like, no thanks needed. She's like, yes, I did do that.
Yeah, she should be. She's 70-something. Saving lives at 70.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You're not going to believe this, but Liz is going to oppose everything I say right now. And it's not me. I'm just relaying information just in case you would like to have this information. McDonald's.
That makes sense.
They're giving away at McDonald's free food of favorite characters in Christmas movies. Like, for instance, oh, by the way, they do have a catch. It's like people have to use the app to buy something for at least $1. Okay. So all that said, they have, for the Griswold family, their favorite food at McDonald's is a double cheeseburger.
But why?
I don't know.
Where it's like, I'm thinking of the Christmas Vacation movie, and I can't think that they ever sat down to a cheeseburger at all. So, okay, I'm stumped. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Let's move on to John McClane. Die Hard. Okay. Yes, it's a Christmas movie. Likes the McDouble.
Why would he not like a Big Mac? I mean, he saved Nakatomi Tower, right? Isn't that the name of it? Nakatomi Tower? He saved the whole tower. He saved the world. He battled the bad guys. Why does he not get a Big Mac? Why does he get a McDouble?
She's questioning all this stuff. Okay, I'm going to move on. For the Scrooge, he likes coffee.
That one I can kind of see. Not that every Scrooge loves coffee, but without your daily coffee, you become a Scrooge. I get that one.
It's still a Scrooge with coffee until those 3 ghosts appear to him in the show. Okay, Frank Costanza in Seinfeld. He just likes something from how do you say it? McCafe.
McCafe?
Yeah.
So does he gets like a Frappuccino or something?
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. I've only watched 3 episodes of Seinfeld. I know. Shocking. And then they're giving away a free cookie. So this is all on Christmas Eve, giving away all this free food for characters from what they're supposed to have as their favorite food from McDonald's, from Christmas movies.
I totally get Christmas Eve cookies. I totally get that one for Santa.